Hey everyone, back again, another video. Little wild adventure this morning. Got up this morning to pretty much, you know, a phone call for a debt collection for my sister. They called me because I was listed as the contact for her, and it's like, who the hell are you? And they're like, oh, we are, what was it? We are National Processing Service. You have to call this other number and give them a file number. That person will pull up the file and then give you the information on what the debt is. And I was like, a debt? You're calling on a debt? You're a debt collector? And he's like, no, we are a processing center. We do the phone calls for them. And he was really, like, when I was asking questions and he's trying to blow me off as best as he can. I was like, okay, fine. I called the number that he gave them. It was a woman that picked up, and then I gave her the file number, and she's like, hold on, let me transfer you to the whatever the person that's taking care of it. And a guy picks up, and it's the same voice as before. And they called themselves Bowles Asset Recovery. Bowles Asset Recovery. And they he's like, yeah, 13 years ago, she took out a payday loan in Arizona. She listed her job as AutoZone in Wisconsin, and she took out a payday loan of $4,500, and it's higher than that. It was like $4,538 or something like that. Took out a payday loan in 2013. And he's like, we are currently suing you, and he's like, you're listed as the secondary or whatever, so you have to tell us your address, give us your address so we can serve you papers and do this, that, and another. And I was like, whoa, hey, can we get the debt verification letter? He goes, no, we don't do that. We don't do debt verification. We're suing you. We're suing you for the debt. We're going to take you to court, and you have to fight us in court. And I was like, that's not how this works. And in the state of Arizona, since you're saying that you're suing us in Arizona, you have 6 years from the last payment, not from the beginning of the thing, not from when you got the thing. The original holder of the debt, the person that was the victim of that, has 6 years from the last payment they received to file a lawsuit. If they don't, they cannot do anything. They have 6 years to garnish wages. They have 6 years to put it on tax stuff, going on the credit and everything. They have 6 years to do so. After that, they cannot pursue any legal matters. Nothing. Dude got extremely vulgar with me, and I was like, I knew from the start that it was a scam, because they couldn't give actual names of things that really were actual things. So after getting off the phone with him, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna, because he hung up on me, and that kind of pissed me off. So what I did was I called back, gave the same number, the same file number, and I got the same woman and she forwarded me to their legal department, and the lawyer was the same voice as the guy before, and he said that they were Boalsburg legal team. So it's like, okay, your National Processing Service, Bowles Asset Recovery, and then Boalsburg legal it and it's just him and a woman. So basically told him, you can sue, you can send all the stuff you want, send all the legal paperwork you want. You have no legal grounds to sue. You have no legal grounds to collect any debts because you don't actually own the debt. It's moot point because, one, how do you get a payday loan for $4,538 and change in 2013 when she had horrible credit? I mean, she couldn't even in 2013. She was living in the basement of a friend of hers, and she had a car that was probably worth like $600 or $700, and I think she was making like 7 something an hour part time. So how does that work? So and checked her credit history and everything, went all the way back, and at that time she had a thing. The only thing that's on her record in 2013 is an identity theft thing where somebody stole her identity and tried to file taxes or something, and that was already wiped off of her record. But first they said that it was a title loan, then they said that it was a payday advance, and it's like, I was like, send us the legal document that says that you verify that can verify that you own that debt. You have to, by law they have to provide it. If they don't, then they cannot pursue you. In the state of Arizona, the only time that the statute of limitations is 10 years is if it is a state tax debt. That goes for 10 years. But everything else is 6 years, 4 years, and 2 years. And it, like, I have nothing but time. So what I did was, for over an hour, I just kept calling back. They'd hang up, I'd call back. They'd hang up, I'd call back. They'd hang up, I'd call back. I kept them busy. It was fun. But reported it to the police department, got the report number and everything, and I literally freaking wrote notes and stuff, and wrote down their phone numbers and everything, and gave the information to the police department. Police department has access to all kinds of stuff, so the one officer actually pulled up the phone numbers, and they could not find anything on record for those being anything, so that means that they are either, VoIP, voice over IP, or they are unlisted cell phone numbers. So it was eventful. But again, if somebody calls and they're threatening you, saying they're going to sue you for the collections and everything, demand the verification letter, the debt verification letter, or validation letter, or whatever. If they cannot provide that, then they have no legal grounds to come after you or even ask you for money. If they are threatening to sue you, they're looking for you to panic and go, well, what can I do? I don't want to go to court. And then they'll ask you to pay them over the phone. That's a scam. That's how they steal money. So just ask for the paperwork and documentation. If they can't provide it, they'll threaten to sue you. If they threaten to sue you, tell them that you're going to be contacting the local police department and reporting the phone number and the company for threats, intimidation, and pretty much they're trying to strong arm you, and they're threatening you with all kinds of legal ramifications if you don't give them money, and that's illegal. So if they don't have the verification or the validation letter, then what they're doing is federal crime. So report them, call police. Don't do the 911. Always look up your area's non-emergency number and go from there. Don't do the 911. They hate that. It's not an emergency. Nobody's dying. So contact non-emergency or call like the front desk of the police department if you can. See you guys later.